and it will start to fall in, but that's normal because an igloo is just a bunch of rotating objects.
According to researcher Donna Francis, building an igloo is one of the most popular exhibits to experience here.
Kids really enjoy putting that together, taking a lot of pride in seeing it when it's set up. But then there's also exhibits that really appeal to their competitive nature. So with the bow and arrow, trying to hunt with that, compete with their friends. Also with the kayak and canoeing, there are components where they're racing against their friends and also testing out their knowledge at the same time, as well as the fishing. So those ones in particular, because of that competitive nature, are really lovely too.
The exhibition was created by the Montreal Science Centre in collaboration with Indigenous elders from more than a dozen nations across Canada. It's the result of 2 years of work.
Provides an awareness. It's really opening the door to an aspect of a culture in a different way maybe than many people have been experiencing before. It's really paralleling, it's really showing the attributes of Indigenous science. Some of this, my favorite part of it is really getting a chance to see the storytelling, to see the knowledge passed on from one person to another. And personally as a scientist, I am really enjoying being able to see those parallels, to understand Western science and Indigenous science in so many ways that they are similar, and the key elements that maybe Western science can really learn from that.
Robert Trewortha brought his kids out for a fun afternoon. He said it's great to see the culture and the hands-on abilities for the kids to learn.
I think if we're going to understand our past and our history, we have to understand how people lived before settlers were here. And I think it's important to understand how people lived on the land and how important the land was to Canada and to the people that lived here before.
Eric Arava is from Toronto. He says the Science Centre was his favorite place to visit growing up. When he heard about Indigenous Ingenuity, he thought it was a great opportunity for his daughter to learn.
She's loving it really so much, and she's actually pretty shocked about all the things right now too that just make so much sense for her, and learning about things like the sleds and the building and why that we're reusing animals and why we have all these other things that were done before to survive, because it's a little bit of a different environment for her growing up right now.
The exhibition will run until April 23rd. Annette Francis, APTN National News, Toronto.